King Jack, what's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk to y'all about what was it like with what was it like growing up. Ooh, it sucked. Um, my earliest memories, I want to say maybe middle school, kindergarten all the way up to middle school is probably a bit of a blur. But I just get picked at a lot, like a lot. I mean, I guess you could say I was one of those spineless motherfuckers. Like I used to avoid conflict. Now I live for it, but that's beside the point. We're talking about me growing up. Me growing up, I really just tried to stay to myself. I became really like, what's the word? I think the term is called introvert. Yeah, I became like a real introvert. Like, unless it's required for me to converse with someone, I'm really gonna mind my business. Of course, I had like a few peers here and there, like like people who are like I consider family now. But to be honest, nah, nah. People would rather pick at me than just try to be cool with me or whatnot. I couldn't roast either. Like I sucked at roasting. I forget about it. But just growing up, it kind of sucked. High school kind of got worse. High school is when you really see the kind of person you are, and you can actually make up your mind to do something about it. So that was around that time. But just the process to it, like, nah, that was horrible. People be like, if I could do if I could do things over again, what would I do? I wouldn't do school over. Period. Nah, I'm not finna deal with that. People are idiots. People don't know how to leave motherfuckers alone. Nah, like seriously, I was that individual. I guess you could say easy target, but I look back then and look at myself now. Like I'm a much more composed individual, but deep down, I'm looking for the drama. It's kind of sad, but I'm looking for the smoke. Like, come on with it. Like, give me a reason so we can fight right now. But it is what it is. And I used to be passive. Like, you could ask anybody I grew up with. It wasn't until around age 16, until like maybe my second charge with the judicial system. It wasn't until my second charge that I actually got into fighting a lot more, because I mean, hey, I was getting sent to boot camp. I kind of felt like I needed to learn how to fight, and plus I was kind of fascinated with the UFC at that point anyway. But going back to the story, well, it's not really a story, it's just me talking to y'all. Growing up sucked. And it wasn't until around age 16, like that's when I had my last straw. I'm like, yo, I ain't dealing with this. Like, who want it? Like, come on with it. Like, when we lose a draw, either you fucking with me or you gonna leave me the fuck alone. One or the other. But once I got out the detention center, that's when I got sent to Riverdale, because legally, and due to the fact that I caused so much trouble, um, I couldn't go back to school. I was in school in Alabama at the time, but that's just me being hard headed. I might say that for another story, but we'll say that for another story. This is about me growing up. Oh man, don't get me started on girls. I was one of those idiots who used to believe that girls really go for like nice dudes and shit like that. Well, all the beautiful girls that go for like nice dudes and shit. Nah, fuck that. Nah, either you let your nut hang, either you let your nuts hang, you throw that shit out, then you get bitches like that. But if you're not with it, you're just not with it. Is what it is in that regard. We'll talk. I don't even want to talk about that. But point I'm getting at is, it's not about where you're from and how you came up. It's about what you learned and where you're going. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who, I guess, are similar, that are going through, that are going through it or went through it. I mean, you could use me for an example. Like, I actually turned out just fine. 27 right now. On my own, I got 2 jobs. One of them is just once a month because I'm still part time with the military. But 2 jobs, taking care of myself. I'm out of my mama's house. I don't got a shit ton of kids. I actually decided to be a good boy, so I don't got no more dumb shit going on. Yeah, Chronic was fun though. That's beside the point. I'm pursuing passions. I believe my purpose was fighting. I kind of got sidetracked because I'm just not getting over like this semi-flu cold shit. Like, my nose is still somewhat jacked up, but at the same time, like, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about. Like, you guys can, anyone who can relate, feel free to chime in, comment, whatever. I'm perfectly fine. Like, we can share stories or whatever. Let me get something to eat. I'm getting a little hungry. I just wanted to drop something. I might do a story with what it was like growing up. Well, like maybe like I call it badass days, but maybe I could do stories on badass days. But hey, we'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll talk to y'all later. King Jack is out.